Alright, we're back on the Giants franchise. I don't own a razor, sorry. Gonna have to get over that. So, at the end of last episode, I don't remember what we went over. We are the 6th seed in the NFC. I didn't even know that was possible because we are 5 and 6. We shouldn't be anywhere near a playoff spot right now. But, we look at where standings at right here. Somehow, let's even look at the NFC East. Why is every team so bad to where 5 and 6 is apparently good enough for the 6th seed? I don't want to make the playoffs. I want a decent pick so we can trade up for Barry Owens, but right now it's not looking like that's going to be possible. We're going to go ahead and do a running back breakout, which is, we know who this is for. It's for Tyrone Tracy, which, if it's like automatic, then we need 2 touchdown goals easily achievable as long as he's healthy. He's been playing well, really good. Those words mean the exact same. Increases dev trait 2 total touchdowns. If we hit this goal, we might have our running back for the future. So it's another repeat game. The first one, we beat the Commanders and then lost, got obliterated by them, gave them their first win of the season. Though they're 3-9 now, they're starting to kick it into gear. So we go to schedule. We look at what we've done so far, and yeah, in week 4 we lost 17-45 to the Cowboys. It's not very good, and now we're doing it in Dallas. Well, we have a better away record, honestly. As long as we're not at MetLife, we've got a pretty good chance of winning this game on Thursday night. It's a little bit of a shortened week, but hey, you never know. This is Thanksgiving, by the way. Thanksgiving Day game. Love to see that. Focus player. This is huge. We need to choose our focus players wisely. And I mean, there's not even a question that we're choosing Marquise James. But, I'm trying to look at some other players. Leslie Merritt's one of them that I want to look at. But before we do any target things, it's worth noting that we are up to 95% talent, or 95% scouting on everyone. We have talent evaluations. All these guys are rounds 2 to 3 talent-wise. I'm guessing that's like low 70s, right? Which is an upgrade over what we have. Barry Owens being the same overall as all of these guys is a little concerning. Hudson Townsend, we saw, this dude was awful. He's a UDFA talent-wise. We never did look at Justin Moreau, which is fine. I'm kind of curious to see if Parker Hand is also in that 2 to 3 range, because I'm not particularly interested in him. I'm still really interested in Barry Owens, and we knew everything here, right? Nothing here is a bit of a surprise. Barry Owens has been my guy for this pretty much this whole thing. I'd like him to be our QB. I get it, Bowden and Love are a year younger. Probably would want those, but instead we're going to go Owens, ideally. But yeah, not if we make the playoffs, then we're probably looking at Jamarcus Alston, which, looking at overalls doesn't seem to be the worst idea. I don't know. It's going to be tough. D quarterback grade, yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, this is interesting from DeAndre McCain. B man coverage, D zone coverage. We know this setup. He's more of a man cover corner, which is fine because we're probably going to play him in the slot. A catching, F press though with man coverage up is a little odd. Sammy Shields, it's C's across the board, and we do know it's C or D catching. We know he's still really just right dead in the middle. He just doesn't excite. Well, here's a bit of an interesting player. Courtney Williams is a run stopper archetype, right? B finesse moves, B play recognition, B tackle. We don't know block shedding, but we have to assume it'd be fairly high due to being a run stopper. Rounds 2 to 3. Courtney Williams is added to the board because we are likely moving on from Fedarian Mathis, who's done nothing. And, who else has done anything really is Dexter Lawrence. So just evaluating interior defensive linemen is going to be crucial. We know nothing important on Dom Clayton, so I'm going to move on from him. Just getting a good D tackle is going to be important, trying to help shore up that run defense, even though it's phenomenal. Corner is obviously going to be needed, but we just need this offense clicking. You know, this team would probably be a playoff, like a real playoff team, if only we didn't turn the ball over so much. We just need a new quarterback, and I think everything will click. And maybe an offensive lineman. Always an offensive lineman. Here's someone curious. Cody Leno, this was a guy they talked about with Leslie Merritt. I never did check him. A run block, C pass block. He's a little undersized. He's kind of a Dylan Parham type. We could look to move on from Parham if Leno's dropping, which he is. I don't know. We might have something here with Cody Leno. Sorry, Charles Leno's the tackle for Washington, or former tackle for Washington. We might have something with that guy, and I think it's finally time to scout these fullbacks. So, as you can see, we've got a lot of players here that we're considering. I found two fullbacks, Connor Dunn from Mount Union and Ciante Donald from Illinois. Dunn looks like the best fullback in the class with, B trucking is crazy, but, we got to scroll a while for the B run block, and I think he had A impact blocking. He just seems like the best all-around fullback. Ciante Donald, though, 6'2", 254, so 1 pound lighter, but 2 inches taller than Dunn, 2 years older, or 1 year older. I thought that said 23. Great to elite speed for a fullback. I'm curious to know what that looks like. But, great to elite speed at 254 pounds versus solid at good speed at 255. I don't know. And now that he's listed at 22 and not 23, he is 22. I was looking at Clint Bush here. 22, in my mind, I'm thinking Ciante Donald might be the better option here. I'll keep both on the board, but you never know. Antoine Rogers has A zone coverage, A impact blocking, I don't think that matters. B finesse moves though, C pursuit, is 6'3", 238. Antoine Rogers is getting added to the board. Just another option. We've really identified the quarterbacks in this class, and in my mind it's Barry Owens, Carl Love, Mason Bowden. I'd be happy walking away with any of those three, but really I want Barry Owens. But we don't need to scout them any further. They're at 95% completion already, and we're doing super focused scouting, or whatever the hell it's called. We need 3 players who we don't quite know a ton on, and I just want to know a bit more about Marquise James, Leslie Merritt, and Courtney Williams are going to be the 3 players that we scout. I really think these 3 are going to be players that I look to draft. Williams is, we need a good defensive tackle, and if he is available in round 3, maybe we look to take him. And Leslie Merritt's day 3, whether that maybe he falls to like the 5th round. We can take him there and have a complimentary back with Tyrone Tracy. It's worth keeping an eye on, and obviously Marquise James. We have to get this guy. It's not even a question. Let's submit. So, if you also missed last episode, Dexter Lawrence is out for 3 games. There are only 6 games left of the season, so he will miss half of the remaining year. Assuming we don't make the playoffs, then he'll miss a little less. It's tough trying to pinpoint exactly what to do. Did we sign a defensive tackle? We did. We signed TJ Slayton at the end of last episode. Who did we get rid of in order for that to happen? Trey Herndon. Right. So Herndon's gone. Slayton's in. Now are you really starting to see the issues with our defensive tackles? I think they are apparent. That we've got some big time concerns there. And do you guys remember when we signed Rodrigo Blankenship? I gave him number 98. DJ Davidson was wearing that, but I mean, come on, we gotta get Georgia Hot Rod back in. So I gave DJ Davidson 95, even if it isn't quite accurate. Yeah, I'm inclined to give... Oh, Jamie Gillen has a weaker leg? What the heck? Alright, guess it's Hot Rod in all duties. This is our kicker for the remainder of the year, so... You know, ideally. Hopefully he pans out, but, you know, you never know. I thought that Graham Gano would work, but he has not, so... 9-2 Cowboys. They are the best team in football. We've got a tough game ahead of us. So there you can see the stats for Theo Johnson. For some reason they decided to show 503 yards, 4 touchdowns. He is our number 2 receiver behind Malik Neighbors. Our rookies have been phenomenal. There's nothing else to say, as here we are at Jerry World. There's some players, some backup O-linemen are being highlighted, and here's Drew Lock, Malik Neighbors, and that might be John Runyon. We are at Jerry World. Not excited. They get the ball first, by the way, so Hot Rod set to kick it away, and we are underway. Already loving Rodrigo Blankenship more than that bum known as Graham Gano. And out will come Dak Prescott. He destroyed us last time we played. Yeah, we gotta move on from that game. Drew Lock's our starter now. And he's had a pretty dang good season there, Dak. Alright, I see you. You know, he's probably not gonna get 4,000 yards on the season. Well, he might actually. But it's gonna be tough for him to accomplish that number. And Prescott's feeling pressure. TJ Slayton not quite able to get there. Already getting some early pressure, and I'm loving what I'm seeing already. 2nd and 4 now. Zeke is getting it up the middle, and he tore us up last game in that game as well. So 14 yards already. Not a big fan. We really need this defensive line to get something clicking, because I feel like they've been a little bit off their game. As Zeke gets another handoff, a lane forms for him, and he's got another first down. And 2 for 27. We just haven't been able to stop Zeke early. And it's going to be a problem if we can't. It's going to be a big problem. 1st and 10, you guys just heard a little bit of animal freak out, as I completely left Zeke uncovered. That's my fault. Ezekiel Elliott completely destroying us on every facet of the game. And we are not loving what we see. This is actually very bad. But Bobby Okereke is going to be there. Darius Muasau helps out. And we get them back to the line. So a good play there. 2nd and 10. Dak Prescott trying to punch it in the red zone. But you know, this defense bends, but it doesn't break, except for when it does. And right now isn't one of those times. Apparently Drew Phillips stops him. Andrew Phillips is... Can I say Drew Phillips? I'm not sure. I'm going to keep saying Drew Phillips just because it's a little bit shorter. And CD Lamb drops it. 2nd and goal. Alright, not going to lie. That's a big shot there, but... Didn't think he'd drop it because it's Madden. Number 1 receivers always catch the ball. As we meet Zeke up the middle, but he lunges and it's a touchdown for Dallas. So not the ideal first drive, especially considering they took 3.5 minutes off the clock. But we're going to have a chance to respond with Drew Lock. You know, that's not saying much, because it is Drew Lock. This might be the first time since, like, the early 2000s where the NFC East has a repeat winner. Actually, almost assuredly, is Gunnar Olszewski fumbles the ball and we lose it. Are you serious right now, Gunnar? Are you serious? Because I'll take you off. That's 2 fumbles now. 2. That's awful. Not this game, but this season. And, well, all of a sudden our hopes and optimisms are gone as Elliott drops that one. What the heck were you supposed to do? Is Darius Muasau lined up offside early, but I guess he lined up back normal. Elliott gains 1, bringing up 3rd and 9. Guess we won't see Drew Lock for a bit. Anyway, yeah, the Giants are in 2nd in the division somehow. This is tank division. As please get there, Micah. Nope, not quite. Dak's getting the first down, and this is awful. But yeah, I think it's almost assuredly that the Cowboys are going to be winning the division again. So it'd be the first time since the Eagles won in, like, what, 2002 and 2003, if I'm not mistaken, or 2005. It's one of those early 2000s, and that's going to be Jalen Tolbert touchdown, or no, Robinson. Allen Robinson's on this team. I forgot. He's with the Giants. Not in real life, though. They did cut him, and we cut him. So I guess life imitates art. But 14-0, and we still haven't even seen our offense yet. It is 14-0, and our offense has not been on the field. This defense might not, I've been trying to hype up this defense, but I just can't deny that they've been awful this year. There's nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts about it as Drew Lock finally gets onto the field. It just hasn't been good. This defense has been awful. 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Drew Lock is starting to piece it together, but that's largely because we've been running it all season lately. And with a running back like Tyrone Tracy, why wouldn't you? He's been great. As you see, last game, 21 rushes, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and get up, Tyrone. Get up, Tyrone. Please. We can't have an injury to him. If Tyrone Tracy goes down, we're screwed. I mean, there's no hope for us if Tyrone Tracy's injured. Picks up the first down, and we're gonna do some fancy stuff here. Don't worry. Theo Johnson on this weird angle. Touchdown, or not? Donovan Wilson is there. But I'm a lot of dream. Justin Ross over there on the side has been phenomenal. As we feel pressure, we're gonna try to get a Darius Slayton, and we do, and that's gonna pick up a first down. Okay, Drew, I see you. That's a little odd considering he's been so bad, such a bad quarterback, as the lane forms from Tyrone Tracy's spin moves, gonna prevent us from getting the first down. It was kind of a disaster, but oh well. Who was that ball to? I don't even remember. We're gonna hit Justin Ross though, coming across, and he's gonna get the first down. And that will probably do it for the first quarter. Yeah, not an ideal first quarter. Yeah, with this front, we're gonna let the quarter run out. 14-0, and yeah, no, that's awful. This has been awful. Much like Giants football in real life, you guys saw that. This episode will be up after week 2, so. What did Daddy Guangdong have to celebrate so far in this game? I'm not sure what they're showing that for. Yeah, Giants football week 2. I can't wait to find out if they're as awful as they were week 1. Germany has that Giants-Panthers game from 2 episodes ago. That's coming out tomorrow when I record this. But Malik Neighbors is going to get a big game. 3rd and 2, so we're probably not going to target Theo Johnson here, because if it was 3rd and long, we definitely would on the check down. It's a favorite call of ours is Drew Lock running, but unable to get there. And now we're going to find out if Rodrigo Blankenship is any better than Graham Gano. Please, please, please. Rodrigo Blankenship is already so much better. Oh my gosh. 14-3. We put points on the board. I'm proud of this team. You know, we've come such a long way. We're finally able to make a field goal. God bless the Giants. So the Giants have been, the Cowboys have been really driving down the field. And 2nd and 3 now. Darius Muasau meets him in the gap for a loss. Love to see that. 3rd and 4 now. Yeah, they've been really driving, so I'm surprised to see them stall here. A little bit unfortunate for them, but not going to matter because Allen Robinson is going to take it down. Is he trying to get revenge because he didn't get much run time in the first one? He might have actually. I don't even remember. And I'm sorry, who is that coming off the edge? Who are these players coming off the edge? I don't know. But that was Micah McFadden, wasn't it? No, that was Darius. I swear if that's who I think it is. I'm sorry. I'm having 1,000 thoughts per second. But no, that's 52. Who is that? Carter Coughlin rushing off the edge? And Boogie Basham. Why is Carter Coughlin rushing off the edge? I'm sorry. I can't. No. No. No, get Timon Fox in there. Get Timon Fox in there. We're not rushing Carter Coughlin. You're out of your mind. But, you know, Timon Fox just isn't much better. He just isn't. 1st and goal from the 1. And Zeke's going to walk in for his 2nd, 3rd touchdown. This game is... The Cowboys are good. I mean, what does it say? The Cowboys are good. Drew Lock fumbles, and that is going to be returned for a touchdown. I wasn't commentating because I didn't think it ended that disastrously. I'm not sure we're going to score a touchdown this game. Nevertheless, get 2 of them for Tyrone Tracy. Yeah, this has been an absolute nightmare. It's 28-3. Oh gosh, you really do this to me, and we're not even going to come back from this score. If we did, I don't even know if I'd rather we did or not, because then I'd feel hurt, particularly hurt. And can we block Micah Parsons this time? That'd be much appreciated. We double team him. That's good. We get Malik Neighbors? We do. Malik Neighbors, nasty spin move, and he's up to the 41-yard line. Dallas's 41-yard line, by the way. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Down 28-3. Not good. Not good at all, so gotta really pick up the pace here. Who knows if we're going to be able to, as that one's going to be intercepted. Deron Bland had a pick 6 against us in the first game, and he's going to have another one here. As we hit Theo Johnson on the corner. Nope, he drops it. Theo Johnson has to be like the worst receiving tight end of all time. I mean, it's not even really close. The dude is great, except for the fact that he sucks, and that play was blown. Okay, guess we're going to have to punt it. Jay McGillen out. And I don't care where this ball goes. Patrick Peterson, I think is who that is. Why is he returning kicks? Why is he on the Cowboys? Unfortunately, I'd rather be bad than mid, because Micah McFadden blows him up. Can we get a fumble, please? I'd rather be bad than mid. And unfortunately, that's kind of the boat we're in. Luckily, this is a class where there's a ton of quarterbacks. You know, why settle for doo-doo quarterbacks like J.J. McCarthy or Michael Penix in the 2024 class, and the 2025 class has Barry Owens and Carl Love and Mason Bowden. As Zeke gets laid out, the Cowboys aren't calling timeouts, but I think that's because they're in field goal range. No, they're not. They're just letting the clock run. Why are they letting the clock run? Don't know. But that's that. Don't know why they wouldn't want to get a field goal off. Disaster. Disaster. What can you say? It's a disaster in the first half. You see, the issue with running, or trying to play from down 14 to nothing before you get your first offensive drive is that, unfortunately, you just don't get the luxury of running the ball. And that's where this team really strives, is when we are allowed to run. And we can't run when we are getting our first drive, and we're already down 2 scores. It just can't happen. Leo Johnson working up the field, takes a massive shot. Don't really care, though. We've got Daniel Bellinger, who's arguably just as good. Not really arguably, he is just as good. As Jeff Wilson, that's going to get intercepted by Eric Kendricks. Never mind. And that's going to be a pick 6, so stop running, Drew. You're never going to catch him. I am so down. This happens I feel like it's always with this franchise. I'm so up and down. They found out Drew Lock again. They've discovered his weakness of not being good at football as Jordan Lewis gets an interception, and this one's gonna be a pick 6. Really? It's 6 minutes still in the third quarter, and they are 21 points away from, I don't know what that math is, 70? Yeah, that sounds right. The one thing I will say about this team is they are dead set on the tank. You know, really thankful about that as we go for Tyrone Tracy. Oh my gosh, I think it has to be rushing touchdowns though, so I am going to step out of bounds at the 1. I think it's got to be rushing touchdowns. Tyrone Tracy's here. They're not running a ton of down linemen. And we are in. There's still hope for getting him started. That'll go great for next year. And hot rod on for the PAT, and he hits it. So 49-10. We're basically winning this game already. I mean, what is there to say? We're only down by 39. We can come back. Probably not. Throws it right at Bobby Okereke. What is he doing? Not sure. Wasn't commentating for a while there. I've kind of, like, moved past this game. I'm looking past it. I was trying to give you a little bit of a short episode. Dak just rifles one straight to Bobby Okereke, and I don't know. I don't know what he expected to have happen there. Gonna hit Tyrone Tracy out of the backfield. This dude is the offense. He really is. So, he's hoping he stays healthy. Why did I say that? Now he's not gonna stay healthy. 2nd and 3, though, and, oh, it's going to be holding. Malik Neighbors, what a catch, dude, that's so good. But it's coming back to the holding. There's an Andrew Thomas. Joy full day, not 2nd and 13. Great, so we're looking for Tyrone Tracy's 2nd touchdown. That's the only reason why we're still playing this game. And Michael Parsons hates fun. He hates Holly Jolly. He hates everything Giants in the world. That's fair. You know, I hate everything Giants too. I do hate everything Giants, in fact. I don't like Giants. We are gonna... No. I meant to double team you. Alright. Now watch this. Okay, never mind. Don't watch that. That was a failure of a play, and we're gonna punt. Brandon Cooks could have had a touchdown if C.D. Lamb bothered to block, put any effort in. I wouldn't want that guy on my team anyway. He's a good receiver, but he doesn't have the attitude. He doesn't do anything other than run routes. He's got a bad attitude. He's a dude with a bad attitude. And here comes Dak Prescott. It's a touchdown. Alright. A new chance at a new drive. And a new opportunity for a new Tyrone Tracy touchdown. Don't worry, I'm not going to rob you guys out of the content. There will be a 2nd game after this. Editor me will hate me, and I mean, I hate you too, editor me. There will be a 2nd game because this is atrocious. I'm not going to stop the recording even if I should, but stop the recording and just finish the game off camera, but I'm gonna let this game keep going. Maybe we get a big play, a real doozy. Though the odds are not in our favor, as that play made apparent. Alright, I mean, it's 1st and 10. We had some pretty big plays that you will not be seeing, and maybe you shouldn't see that play either. you're gonna see it, but that was a disaster. Loss of 6 yards for Tyrone Tracy. That's, well, good thing we're not here for yards, huh? Good thing we're just here for the touchdowns. As Drew Lock scramble. 3rd and 3. Justin Ross is hurt, by the way. See ya, dude. It's not good that he's injured, obviously, but... well, we kind of have to move on. Tyrone Tracy falls forward. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Okay. Good. We are going to run it. We're going to bounce it to the left side here. Or, nope, we're going to run it up the middle. We're just going to keep handing it off to Tyrone Tracy. We need him to get this touchdown. It is important. I am not lying when I say that this will shape the franchise. And Tyrone Tracy gets it. Love to see that. It genuinely will. That touchdown just shaped the franchise. It's 56-17. Tyrone Tracy's going to have star dev. Oh my gosh, it's such a great feeling. Because now all of a sudden, Leslie Merritt really isn't necessary in the draft. We can use those picks on something else. Like the inevitable trade-up for Barry Owens. But I mean, unless anything crazy happens, I'll see you for the player stats, and then I'll see you for game 2 of this doubleheader. And that will do it. 56-17 is the final score. You know, the last game ended 45-17, if I'm not mistaken, so they only added 11 points to their score. We had the exact same one. Absolute atrocious loss. The Cowboys' first team to 10 wins, if I'm not mistaken, unless the Dolphins did it, which I don't think they would have. And I mean, yikes. I mean, yikes. 15 for 26, 219, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It was bad. Tyrone Tracy averaged 2.2 a carry, but we don't really care, you know. 2 touchdowns is what matters. Not the best game, Tyrone, I'm not gonna lie. Malik Neighbors had an okay game. He always seems to have okay games. Tyrone Tracy, 3 for 82, is obviously fantastic. Yeah, this is certainly no sacks and a pick for Bobby Okereke. It was certainly one of the games of all time. Rodrigo Blankenship made a field goal. And that's about where the optimism dies. Tyrone Tracy's got star dev, though. It's official. Tyrone Tracy, star dev, 4,500 XP, an additional 1,000 XP for being a scheme fit bonus. That's a thing? Okay. Are we out? We are out. But then again, it hasn't adjusted. So we'll go ahead and sim the week. We got the Saints next week. Yikes, you know. Now, let's see the playoff picture. We're still in. Why are we still in? We're 5-7. Really? Bears are the 6th seed now. We're somehow the 7th seed. We're the Lions in all this, you know? Atrocious. So I take it back. The Cowboys weren't the first team. The Dolphins and Chiefs both already had 10 wins. Great. Who cares? Okay, I'm not happy. Not happy at all right now. Nothing to be happy about, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we go here to stats and awards and Malik Neighbors isn't even favored for Offensive Rookie of the Year anymore, just because they hate... Oh, wait, that's AFC. What do you mean, Jaden Daniels? Awful. Awful. Look at the records. Look at the records. We're 5-7. Play the records cards when he's 4-9. There's no way that guy can be the guy who's 0-8. 0-8. Okay, he's 4-1 now, but there's no way that we aren't gonna get Malik Neighbor. Whatever. Text message. I told you we're doing a doubleheader. I can't stomach that Cowboys game, so we're doing the Saints now. Got to shift our focus. Whatever. Find through film study. They're white. Who'da thunked? Our corners suck. So that was some straight duty. Don't worry about what just happened. It's awful. We got an upgrade point for Tyrone Tracy. We're just gonna slap it on elusive back as we always have been. He looks a lot better now that he's got star dev. But I want to take a look real fast at the Giants draft class, right? I'm going to look up Tyrone Tracy. And Tyrone Tracy was, if freaking wiki will load, was a 5th round draft pick, right? And he's become a key part of our team. Darius Muasau was a 6th round draft pick. And he's become a little bit of a building block for our team. You know, I'm really vibing with what we've got going with our, Oh, we got the results back for one of them. Leslie Merritt and Courtney Williams haven't happened quite yet, but we got the big boost in Marquise James. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, late round draft picks getting involved. Okay. So solid to good speed. Whatever, that's going to be like low 90s probably. Low 90s. Great to elite strength, great to elite jumping. The physicals, we knew the physicals. 6'4", 230, he's great. A catching, B catching traffic. A spectacular catch, those are phenomenal. We won't be dropping, which is a big thing. The routes, on the other hand, C medium, D deep. We don't see short route running anyone in here. Oh, A short route. So he's great short. That's worth noting. But he's not like the perfect receiver that we were thinking he is. A to B break tackle, A to B carrying. I don't know, he still kind of looks like the perfect receiver to me, at least. Marquise James, I mean, he's everything I want still at receiver. Get a young quarterback, get a receiver. We're going to have something there. Alright, so I think we can all agree, right, that the Thanksgiving game was a disaster, but we're not done yet. We promised. Oh, you should have done half pads. Sorry, well we didn't. No rest for the wicked. Okay, we're gonna get us some goddamn wins. No, actually, we don't want to win, but. Let's see the update on Malik Neighbor's yards. He's 854. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 50 catches and 700 yards was his goal. He hit it, so we're good there. And Tyrone Tracy's average has gone down, but he's still our best player, and I don't think it's really close. I mean, obviously Malik Neighbors, but aside from him, I assumed everyone knew I was talking about him as the undisputed, but. Whatever. I've been rambling on for too long now. Let's just beat the Saints, please. Okay? Please? We're playing Derek Carr. Today should be a win. I mean, all things considered, we don't want to win, obviously, but it should be. 5 games left in the season. You know, the countdown to the draft is on, I think, for some teams, us included, but, you know, that doesn't really work when we're currently in a playoff spot. That's just, it's unacceptable. And here comes Derek Carr, game 2 of the doubleheader. hasn't had as good of a season as Dak Prescott has. 21 touchdowns is fine and all, but 18 interceptions. He looks like Daniel Jones a bit. And let's try to take advantage of that. Let's force him to make some bad throws. Cordell Flott is playing up in man coverage as Derek Carr gets it to Taysom Hill, and that's going to be a touchdown on the first play. Cordell Flott's playing up with S5 man coverage due to the thing we did, but he's -5 zone, so we're going to be running a ton of man today. But I'm not sure if we should with Taysom Hill absolutely destroying us. One play, 71 yards, and it's looking like the Saints-Panthers in real life. Hey, you know, Gunnar Olszewski, you don't want to fumble on the first kick return this time around? Oh, good. We trusted Isaiah McKenzie. Just get the ball out of Gunnar Olszewski's hands, and we'll call it a win as Drew Lock trots out after a disgusting game. 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's not the best. I mean, I don't think there's ever a question. Drew Lock isn't the best. It's not even close. But hey, we're down early. Let's try to run the ball and just ease forward. Now, the more we run, the better we'll be. As Tyrone Tracy's nasty spin move to get up to the first down marker. Okay, Tyrone. Okay. Good. We need him locked in, because if we don't have him, we don't really have anyone, as Malik Neighbors tries to prove me wrong, but he has a foot out of bounds, so he doesn't prove us wrong, and Tyrone Tracy's hurt again. So remember that whole, if he doesn't get going, we don't have anyone. Well, when he's injured, we don't have anyone either. Well, that's actually a lie. We have Jeff Wilson, but he didn't really do anything there, so hey, maybe he'll break out here. Probably not, as we want Darius Slayton, and we got him for the first down. Okay, good to be a little aggressive on 3rd down and 10, which doesn't make much sense, but it worked out that time because we normally play it so safe with a Drew Lock or Theo Johnson check down as Chase Young gets a sack. Not good. Not good. We need to obviously be better than that. Jeff Wilson gets blocks down the field. He's going to make a nasty spin move, break the tackle, and he's down at the 17. Jeff Wilson's getting going. I think we're going to be able to run on this team pretty effectively. You know, the first run for Jeff Wilson wasn't the best, but, you know, here's hoping that we can get something else happening. 4-yard pickup there through the air. And we're just going to keep trying to play as quick as we can. You know, play quick, win quicker. As Jeff Wilson's going to bounce this one to the outside. He's not going to have the speed to beat Tyrann Mathieu, but he's going to get the first down. Good. Alright. We can work with this. Let's see here. I'd rather run here on 1st and goal. Not the best situation, but Jeff Wilson's going to curve and swerve and swerve and swerve. And he's going to get a 7-yard touchdown. Good to go for Jeff Wilson to tie the game. And, yeah, this is a game we should win. We're 5-7. The Saints are 4-8. Schedules alone, we should win this game. But, you know, games aren't won by schedules. They're won by winning. You know, put that on a t-shirt. Oh my gosh, that's awful. So let's try and get a drive that isn't one play this time. That'd be much appreciated. No Taysom Hill's on the boundary there, but we can do this. Not when Tyler Nubin's cooked. Derek Carr's almost got 100 yards on the game already, and it's only his 2nd drive. Let's try to ease up here. Let's do something a bit better. We have to do something better, right? Oh my gosh, are we serious, Cordell? What happened? What happened? What happened? Did we play zone on accident? Well, we're playing zone on purpose this time. Yeah, Chris Olave just burst through, and I'm not trying to get beat by Derek Carr of all people. But something tells me Derek Carr is going to be a menace, because everyone is against this Giants defense, because our corners suck. nuts, dare I say. Let's see. Can we do anything on 2nd and 2? No. It's Taysom frickin' Hill. Oh my gosh. 3 catches, 98 yards. He's already goated with the sauce, oiled up, and ready to just decimate. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So, and that's a touchdown. It's Rashid Shaheed. We are getting destroyed. Alright, 1st and 10. Let's lock in. Drew. Lock. Get it? That was comedy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jeff Wilson. Big time run. And let's just keep it on the ground. Let's try to just run the ball every play, ideally. The less the ball's in Drew Lock's hands, the closer we are to winning. And you can quote me on that one, because this dude stinks. Drew is awful. You know, it won't go to getting Malik Neighbors 1,000 yards as a rookie, but okay, Jeff Wilson fell. Good. Yeah, probably won't get Malik Neighbors 1,000 yards as a rookie, but sometimes you've got to. There's 2 wide open receivers on that play, and Fleetwood got to wheel and deal or something, because this is awful. We're gonna get one last playoff before the end of the 1st quarter, and I wish we didn't, because that's 3 sacks in the 1st quarter for the Giants, and Chuck Okorafor's injured. That last play was awful. Should never have run it. And 14-7, but 3rd and 24 means. Great. What can we do? We've got to take a deep shot or something here. But that's impossible. Can't take deep shots when your quarterback's Drew Lock. His arm's a noodle. Dislocated elbow. We are not playing. We are not playing. Oh, great. We got to pick up right guard. Dylan Parham is going to come in. John Michael Schmitz in at center, Dylan Parham in at right guard, and Jermaine Illuminor in at whatever. Okay, there we go. That's new O-line. Made nice and simple. And we're going to have to punt, so it doesn't even matter. We have to stop Derek Carr. I mean, it's the fact that he's been allowed to torch us so far has been just embarrassing. That's what this team is. Taysom Hill has 100 yards already. Can we please do something? You know, please. Kayvon Thibodeau in man coverage seems like a terrible idea. And it was. Don't be mistaken. It was as terrible as it sounded. Just, what can we do? What can we do? We have to keep running man coverage every single play. And Derek Carr is able to beat it. It makes no sense because he's not a great quarterback. He's not even a good one anymore. But he just loves Taysom Hill. He cannot stop throwing the ball to this dude. I hate Taysom Hill, man. God, I hate him. As a Falcons fan, I hate Taysom Hill more than you could even possibly imagine. And Alvin Kamara is going to gain 4 yards there. And Cesar Ruiz is injured. Good. Keep blitzing. If we're going to be able to injure everyone on this team by blitzing, then I'm going to do it every play. And it doesn't even matter. Great. Great. What am I supposed to do about that? This team sucks. I'm going to... Kayvon Thibodeau nearly went out there as... That's a touchdown for Chris Olave. He's on Deontay Banks. We're not out of this game. Don't be mistaken. We can still definitely win this one. It's just going to take us being, better than the dog-awful we've been so far. And that's a tall task, I'm fully aware. But with Tyron Tracy back, nothing seems impossible. Just so long as he actually stays back. If he gets injured again, we are... Frankly, we're screwed as we go from Malik Neighbors, and he can't keep feet in bounds. Does he have a catch today? I wouldn't be surprised if the answer is no, because he does not know how to drag a toe anymore. Oh my gosh. We are an embarrassment of a franchise. And there goes Darius Slayton. And now it's starting to look like we're out of this game. Man, I am not happy. I am not happy. Cordell, get a hand in, please. What can we even do? It's just a harsh fact of life because this team is ass. That was a ridiculous play, by the way. You guys are going to see that. You have to see that. What a screen there. But, you know, screens aren't the most luxurious plays. We hit Justin Ross. Okay. Let's do something. Let's do something. But, you know, I think I'm more impressed by Daddy Guangdong, but Justin Ross drops that. More impressed by Daddy Guangdong willing this awful Giants team to 5 wins and currently in a playoff spot. I'm more impressed by that than I am by anything the Giants have done. As Darius Slayton, you had a touchdown, man. You had a touchdown. What are you doing? I can't trust Darius Slayton ever again. And I don't think I'm going to re-sign him. As Malik Neighbors' easiest touchdown of his career. I mean, he just waltzed right by that defender. Not even a question that he was going to score right there. 28-14. The Saints have a little bit of a 2-minute drive in them. They might. I apologize ahead of time if there's any lag. Wouldn't be surprised at all, really, as Derek Carr has 300 yards in the first half. We are awful. We are just downright atrocious. What is there to say? But, yeah, there's Michael Strands! Catch! Oh my gosh, dude. Come on. This one is going to be a pass. Out of bounds, I think. But Mike McFadden should have had an interception right there, but he's like, yeah, I got to swat. I got to swat it. And you can swat your chances of being a Pro Bowler away. That didn't even make any goddamn sense. It's Tristan freaking Hill again. I'm so sick of that dude. Please, can we cover him once? Even once? The answer is going to be no, because we're just such an awful team. You know, I really thought we might have something, but we don't. The answer is we don't. We don't have any chance of anything happening for as long as this defense is the way it is. But I can't answer why it's this bad. All I can do is try to fix it, and the only way I know how is firing the defensive coordinator in the offseason. That's the only way I know how. So that's going to be what I do. No matter what happens, it's over. Daddy Guangdong is going to have to say, "See you, toots," and let defensive coordinator Quinn drop dead or something. But Saints get another touchdown. It's unacceptable, the amount of points we've allowed this season. It's completely unacceptable. Downright atrocious. And I'm starting to think it's going to be whichever one of these 8-win teams is able to... One of these 8-win teams is going to have to rattle off undefeated for the remainder of the year. And that's going to be how someone makes the playoffs. It's the only way that makes sense to me. Justin Ross moves forward. I'm not giving up yet, but I've given up. 53-yard field goal from Rodrigo Blankenship. Odds aren't in our favor. And we're not only going to be short, we're going to be wide right. And that'll end the first half. Yeah. 35-14. You gotta keep moving the ball. They haven't even ran it once. This sucks. This sucks. What is this team, dude? We need We need Barry Owens to save us now. We need Carl Love or Mason Bowden or literally anyone to save us because this team is so bad. I don't want to see Drew Lock's lowlights. I can't bear to do it. Because what am I going to do? Replace him with Michael Pratt? You're out of your mind. That dude is awful. Michael Pratt might be the worst player I've ever seen, which is saying something because we have Daniel Jones and Drew Lock also at the same position. Just let's get this game over with. We might be seeing a lack of commentary here as well because of just how atrocious this game's been. Man, it's been bad. It's been bad. Alright, 4th and 1. We've got to go for it. They're absolutely stacking the box, but... Well, Tyrone Tracy fucking sucks. All I've taken away from this game is that we should trade our next 3 first-round picks and Brian Burns and Malik Neighbors for Derek fucking Carr, because this dude's great. Alvin Kamara, I think it's his first carry of the game, and it's a touchdown. What is there to say about this game? It's been awful. I mean, Giants football is back, baby. It's never been more back, but we got to get a quarterback. We had to get one anyway. Not even a worry in the world, as that one's going to be picked off. We hadn't done that yet so far today, but it's never too late to start. And Andrew Thomas just well saved a touchdown for what, 6 seconds? That's a pretty safe bet. You got me sounding like XQC over here. Are you kidding me, Micah McFadden? That is 2 interceptions that you fucked up this game. Awful. 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 Hey, we got 1,000 kick return yards on the season. Joyous day. Rashid Shaheed died. Joyous day. But, God, if it's not Taysom Hill dropping, then what's the point? Number 16. I don't even know who that is. Dude, who are you? Are you A.T. Perry? Is that who that is? Bob Meat. Oh, he doesn't even have a portrait. What a loser. What is L to the oozing? Tyrone Tracy's got a little bit of a crease here. That was not the right move. I should have stiff-armed or something, but good runs deserve commentary, and that's the only reason why you're watching this right now. Theo Johnson, touchdown. Okay. Good to see that. Good to see that. So we held them to a stop, but not without the casualty of Kayvon Thibodeau. Luckily, it seems that it won't be a serious injury, which is good because I'm not sure how I would have taken another injury as Drew Lock. That's Drew Lock's fault. That is horrendous. Why would he throw that? Why would he throw that? Like that? Why was it so bad? Why is Drew, that's the question. Why is Drew Lock so bad? It really makes you think. It's a philosophical. I know, it's because he sucks. It's a pretty simple answer there, too. You don't have to do much research into why that's happening. 4th quarter, and it's 3rd and 5, so we're going to get a sack with Mike McFadden and Darius Newsom. Okay, works. 4th quarter started. I believe I said that. Could be mistaken. I don't remember anything anymore. I am delusional, and my head is spinning, and I am sick of Giants franchise. Is Giants franchise an illness? Is it a plague that ruins your crops and murders the townsfolk? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. As we're going to hit Jeff Wilson out of the backfield. You know, keep getting your completion percentage up, Drew. You know, that'll really show him. Watch this, though. He's up the seam. Theo Johnson actually held on. Surprise. Color me surprised. Color me surprised. I don't expect anything from this team anymore, so I genuinely am surprised. We haven't targeted that right side corner because it's Marshawn Lattimore. I don't think the issue is we never target the right side corner in any series because I start my progressions left to right. It's going to be flipped for you guys. Sorry, I hit the mic. It's going to be flipped for you guys, but I always start my progressions left to right. If I even do progressions, because sometimes I'll just stare down a route. But for that instance, I stared down the right. But normally, like for this play, for example, I go left to right. So if Neighbors isn't open, Wilson isn't open, I look at Theo Johnson. And that's normally how that goes, which is why I'm going to start with Malik Neighbors. He's going to fall after a pickup of 5. But I just, because of that, my last read will always be the right boundary. So I just never throw it to them. As we're sacked, they get the ball back, and this game is over. It's as good as over. So if anything interesting happens, just like last game, you'll see it. Otherwise, I'll see you for the player stats and the end of this goddamn video. Oh my god, Darius Moose picked that off. I'm actually surprised. Okay, well, we got the ball. Love to see that. I actually was commentating this time, so hey, an old dog can learn new tricks if that old dog is new tricks is actually talking in a YouTube video. Agree with Thunk that that's what I should be doing. You will. Drew Lock steps up, touchdown. Very thankfully, that is the end of the game. 49-28. Didn't give up 50 for a second straight week, but Derek Carr can throw 450 yards, 86 completion percentage, 6 touchdowns. It's ridiculous. It's Derek Carr. It's not even Patrick Mahomes. Like, if you told me Mahomes or Josh Allen had that stat line, I'd be like, fine, I believe you. But that's Derek Carr. 17 for 38, 231, 2 touchdowns and interception. We kept trying to up that completion percentage, but it seems like it did not matter, because this was like his worst game of the season. Tyrone Tracy, 1 less carry, 5 more yards than Jeff Wilson. I mean, Tyrone Tracy's great. I think we knew that, though. Theo Johnson was our leading receiver. Malik Neighbors obviously had at least 50 yards. It feels like Malik Neighbors has 50 yards every game. Not acceptable, these past few performances, but well, it is what it is. So Chuck Okorafor is essentially done for the season. I know it really doesn't make a ton of sense to do this, but you know, there's going to be 3 weeks after I'm sorry, hold on. 4 weeks, what's the injury? A dislocated elbow. Are you telling me a dislocated elbow is just as bad as a torn labrum? That doesn't sound right. But it might free up a spot, right? As we're supposed to shut down Chris Olave at 100 yards. It'll free up a roster spot. And I mean, I think it'll be 3 games that'll be out. Sorry, words are against me. He'll be out for 3 games, and there are 4 left in the season. So, do I really want Chuck Okorafor for that last game, or would I rather just place him on the IR, get a new right tackle for the last 4 games? I think that's what I'm going to do. Chuck Okorafor, your season is done. We're shutting you down, buddy, with a dislocated elbow. I know that's kind of embarrassing, but we could add Yodny Kajus back, but I'd rather see what we can actually do. We don't really need offensive linemen. Thinking about it, I'll sign Storm Norton as, you know, depth. That's what he's going to be, but the new offensive line is... We're bringing John Michael Schmitz back into the lineup. So it is the lineup we ran last game. Thomas, Runyon are obviously still the same, but Schmitz moves in, Parham moves to guard, and Illuminor moves to tackle. Yeah, it's certainly something. I mean, it's always something with this team, right? Uh, man, I feel battered and broken. 5-8 now. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. We're not gonna have fun this game. I mean, we haven't had fun in a while, as we are now out of the playoff picture. Good. So I just need every team here to keep winning. They keep winning, we can win, and we just will miss the playoffs, and that would be the best case scenario. Where are we looking at stats wise? Nope, that's the Jaguars. Drew Lock stinks. I mean, we knew that, of course. Tyrone Tracy, he's getting up to nearly 500 yards. He should get that by next game. The yardages aren't crazy. Malik Neighbors is 93 away from having an 1,000-yard season as a rookie, which would be nice. That'd be nice. I mean, he's gonna get it, almost assuredly. Isaiah McKenzie doesn't have a catch, by the way. Not good. Andrew Thomas leads the team in sacks, which, yikes. Jermaine Illuminor second, Chuck Okorafor third. Has a starter not given one up? No, they all have. Well, what could you do? Sacks, leader. Brian Burns cannot break into double digit for the life of him. And it's whatever. Cordell Flott, whatever. Bobby Okereke, whatever. And then Muasau, Banks, Newman, and Phillips all have two. This team stinks. That's all I can say. This team stinks. Where are we at in yearly awards? Mahomes still gonna win another frickin' another MVP. No Giants. No Giants. Remember when Brian Burns was like a lock for DPOI? Neither do I, but he was at first. Bobby Okereke's in fifth, and Burns isn't even listed anymore. Malik Neighbors isn't going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is going to be sad. Are we going to win any award? No. Which is fair. That's fair. We haven't been a good team. We don't deserve to win any awards. It's just how it goes. Has Daniel Jones been starting, by the way? I need to check this. I need to go to the Raiders and see if he's been starting for them. Because if he has, then that'd be a little silly. No, that he's not. It's still Gardner Minshew. That's the right decision to make. But it's a lot of money that they gave up for money and a 4th-round pick. Gave up for Daniel Jones and got another team meeting. Oh boy. Not looking forward to that. I don't know what to say to end this, so bye.